On a quiet road, the Thing confronts a man who had killed 5 people. Ben tells him to surrender, but the man points a gun at him and asks, "Who are you to judge me?" Just then, Ghost Rider shows up, saying, "I'll be the judge," and uses the Penance Stare, forcing the man to relive every ounce of suffering he caused, until his soul burns with agony. As Ghost Rider is about to leave, Ben asks if Johnny can give him a ride to the clothing store. He's got a date. At the shop, Ben asks if Johnny's Penance Stare works on everyone, or if science can stop it. Johnny explains that it's supernatural hellfire, and nothing that's not equally supernatural can stop it. Then Ben asks if it could work on Galactus. He says Galactus has spent centuries destroying worlds just to feed himself, killing so many people that even Reed can't count them. Every time the Fantastic Four fought him, he walked away untouched. Ben suggests maybe that's because they always fought science with science. But maybe Johnny can finally bring justice to Galactus. Johnny wonders how he'd even get to space. Ben shrugs, "Figure it out. I've got a date," and walks away. 2 days later, as a massive rocket prepares for launch, Ghost Rider rolls in, chains his bike to the spacecraft, and fuses it with his own power, turning it into a fiery interstellar ride straight into the stars. Far across the cosmos, Galactus consumes another planet, draining it to dust. He's about to move on to his next meal, but Ghost Rider arrives. He says, "I'm here to call you out for your crimes." Galactus ignores him. Ghost Rider tells him to turn and face him, but Galactus calls him a little insect. Ghost Rider gets angry and transforms into a celestial form of himself, matching Galactus in scale and fury. He attacks Galactus, but Galactus, still unimpressed, lazily defends himself, but the impact blows him back. Ghost Rider asks if he has his attention now. Galactus says yes, and the two start fighting. In the middle of the battle, Ghost Rider grabs him mid-battle and roars, "Look into my eyes. Let your sins burn you from within." But nothing happens. Galactus tries to walk away, but Ghost Rider stops him again. This time, the Watcher appears. He explains, the Penance Stare doesn't work on Galactus because Galactus doesn't feel guilt or sorrow or shame for his actions. He consumes because it is his nature, just like a shark hunting in the ocean. It doesn't apologize, it just is. But Ghost Rider cuts him off. Save the speeches. I've heard it all before. Punisher, Bullseye, Thanos. I don't care. Billions of lives have ended because of him. That deserves punishment. If the Penance Stare isn't enough, then I'll keep fighting. For 1,000 years, if that's what it takes, until one of us is gone. The Watcher decides to tell Johnny the truth about the universe. He reveals that Galactus wasn't always Galactus. Once, he was Galen, a man from the planet TA and its sole survivor. A survivor of a universe that existed before this one. That universe was destroyed, and from its ashes, a new cosmos was born. He further reveals that every universe carries a flaw at birth, a seed of its own end. The survivors of each destroyed universe become the Galactus of the next one, known as the Great Destroyers. Galactus is just one of them. These destroyers don't just feed on planets, they harvest everything. The life, culture, art, dreams, will and at the end when only the destroyer remains in the vast abyss. All the harvested life and force unite with a desire to rise again, and all of it fuels the creation of a new universe, one better than the last. With each cycle of death and rebirth, a stronger, more perfect universe is born. Ghost Rider asks, then what's the end game? The Watcher replied, this cycle will repeat for trillions upon trillions of years, until a perfect universe is formed, one beyond suffering, beyond flaws, and when that happens, every death, every tear, every sacrifice will finally be worth it. The Watcher asks Ghost Rider now that he knows the truth, what is his answer now? Ghost Rider replies, my answer's the same. I don't give a hellfire burning fuck about what happens after trillions of years. Galactus has sins, and he will be punished, but the Watcher had other plans. In the next second, Ghost Rider finds himself back on Earth, outside the restaurant where Ben is having his date. Everything that happened, either he forgot it, or he chose to move on. Ben invites him for coffee. Johnny says sure. As they chat, the Watcher silently watches Earth from above. Now, this was the only issue released so far, and I don't know if there's going to be a follow-up. But honestly, we got to see just how powerful Ghost Rider really is, so I'm not complaining. The ending was kind of confusing. Either Johnny forgot what happened, or he just said fuck it, not my problem. And we finally got to know the real reason Galactus exists, and how this whole cycle of destruction and rebirth works in Marvel. If you didn't know, the current Marvel Multiverse is the 8th cosmos, meaning there were 7 before this one. The first firmament was the first universe ever, and when the Beyonders destroyed the multiverse, Reed Richards rebuilt it. What we have now is the 8th cosmos. If you want, I can make a video explaining every cosmos in Marvel's history, but that's for later. For now, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.